British Columbia extends its provincial state of emergency. Eagle News correspondent Vanessa Condi reports.
The province of British Columbia has formally extended the provincial state of emergency to the end of the day on June 22, 2021. This allows health and emergency management officials to continue to use extraordinary powers under the Emergency Programme Act, EPA, to support the province's COVID-19 pandemic response. The state of emergency was initially declared on March 18, 2020, and has now been renewed 33 times. There is still no certainty of when the state of emergency will be lifted, as the government are still looking at data to see how the next phases in the restart plan will work out, especially in the upcoming respiratory season.
How do we get to these next phases, and dependent on the data that we're seeing on immunization, and how do we move out of the pandemic mode that we're in and into living with COVID? And that does mean that we will need to monitor and understand the transmission of this virus as we go into our normal respiratory season next fall. So what does that mean in terms of surveillance and testing? What does that mean in terms of being able to detect and manage outbreaks in schools, in long-term care homes, as we do for influenza and RSV and other things? So yes, we are planning for that as well.
As we progress through the phases, the hope is that it will be clearer to see how we can live with COVID-19 in the future. In Victoria, BC, Vanessa Condi, Eagle News, we live in interesting times.